Alright, no big deal. Just gonna poke around and be very confused about devices that I will now fiddle with. Right, we don't know you. Okay. You don't work right now, do you? I don't think... Yeah, I don't think it's on. It's hooked up to this. So we power you somehow via this, or maybe it's just measuring that. How about this little guy? Oh, maybe you plug something into that? Okay. This area looks convoluted. That was the detail about him revealing that he's like letting his family be around these things he doesn't understand, which is super risky. Can you tell this is the beginning of a new session? Okay, so there's the waveforms we probably need to create or something. Because we have an amplitude and frequency device thing over there. Those are waveforms. They have different amplitudes and frequencies. Probably want to match those at some point. But right now, the device seems unresponsive, I think. I think it doesn't do anything yet. So we'll have to wait for later. Probably when I do something that involves making this thing react. I probably make that start doing stuff at some point. And then I can, once it's releasing power, I can probably do that. That's all scrushed out. Starts with a C, maybe a CA, ends with a ent. Obviously it's the word cement, and he just drew it really diagonally. No. Focusing panels, focus power. It'll be interesting to see which parts of these things come in as a thing I need to know to solve a puzzle or not. My money's definitely on these right here. The waveforms, definitely. Not sure about other stuff. So the core sample goes in the containment. Phase amplifier... Ooh, ×2. So do I need a second one of those? Oh, there's a second one behind it, never mind. So that's all in place. Okay. Have we been... This is locked, I assume? No. That opens, surprisingly. The other door must be the one I came in through. I'm so paranoid about little scraps and nonsense being on, like, bottom shelves or under stuff, because that's where I found multiple journals and coins while I was going backwards to try to do the completionist-ish, like, you know, blue orb puzzles. So you don't open and I can't look around anywhere else in that room? Okay, let's try... Crap, that's the wrong one. Right? That's where I just came from? Right, because here we have the 3 thermometer things, here we have the key thing. This might be the floor where things get hard, because holy crap. There are a lot of things in play already, and none of them, I haven't figured out how to do anything with any of them yet. Oh cool, a hallway with even more doors. Now I can make no progress in more rooms. 1284 to 1326. Well, this game has me truly paranoid about numbers, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a photo of that right away. Call it Bust 1, I suppose. Just a hasty name real quick. There we go. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're weird. Okay, so you can be set to 6 different spots. Ooh, boy. I better clear my schedule to marathon this entire floor, because I'm gonna absolutely lose track of some of the stuff if I don't. That's bust number 2. I've been punished severely by this game already for not immediately recording every single number I encounter, so I am making a point to do that right now. I spent so long trying to find that damn 3-digit number that I could not remember where I last saw it during the last floor, so I'm trying not to ever do that again. So we have 2 busts so far. We can't push the button on the shield. Not this time. What's that? Is it out the window? Oh, it's one of those ripply glass windows. Those 2 copies of Edge of Infinity, huh? Yeah, those are those ripply glass windows that make people believe that windows are liquids, because some people thought glass is a liquid because they've seen ripply windows or something, or windows that are thicker on the bottom than on the top. It's like, no. People were just more shit at making windows once upon a time than they are now. Glass is definitely not a liquid. Orion and Draco. Okay. Leo and Auriga, I guess? The charioteer, the lion, dragon, the hunter. Okay. That's why there's 2 copies, because we couldn't possibly flip to different pages in the same book. Video games! I love video game logic sometimes. Oh! Sneaky. Collectible. Seems the coins and the photos are the especially inconsequential collectibles as far as things go. I don't know, maybe there'd be arbitrarily a door that only opens if you have every photo or something, but like other than that, they're not really results of puzzles usually. Usually. This one only has 2. Ah. So something has to be set up, and when you flip the switch, it tries to initiate something, and then it switches back, apparently. So here's our 3rd bust. So we're gonna photograph you also. Call you bust 3. The numbers don't necessarily make sense, but just I need to call them different numbers so the files don't override each other. Hey, we have a book. I mean, sorry, a key. And it's a key to something I know how to use. Ooh. And that looks like a thermometer. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So every line is an interval of 2. 5 black stars plus 3 white stars equals 2 or something? Okay, that is something to be decoded, clearly. But more than anything, the important thing is just to get that recorded. And then I freaking accidentally saved over the... There we go. The danger of hitting the, of hitting save instead of save as. I saved over bust 3, but I was able to control Z a few times and get it back. Okay, so that's telling me that everything on the scale is a 2. It's probably the thermometers we saw earlier. Those numbers mean other things. See, before I go any further, let's just see if I can put this key in. You were in the previous room. Open up. It's a button. Are you another button that I don't know what to do with? They seem unpowered. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So that part's straightforward. I just need to figure out what I'm supposed to actually be doing with them is the question. That's where things get complicated. Let's see. So I'm bringing back up the thing we just found a moment ago. 5 black stars plus 3 white stars equals 2. I don't... Whoop. You're so close, you're like inside my ear. Where'd you go? Okay. White stars, black stars? Is that what we're talking about? 5 black stars plus 3 white stars. They're straight across from each other. Is this line 2? Is that what it means? Maybe the line between these equals 2? Let's press on for a bit. Try to gather as much information as I can. And then the moment I hit a dead end and I have no more information to gather, no more items to gather, then we can come to the conclusion that I probably am capable of solving something, even if I don't know what it is. At that point, we can figure something out. Don't know what to make of these guys. That's weird. They clearly all have a switch at their base, so that means something. There's 6 different configurations. So you have a medallion, you're smiling, you have a date, you live to be 50 years old. Let's see, their death dates could be important, like their ages could be important, or their order of like when they were alive during could be important. There's no overlap here. They're in the 1800s, 12 and 1300s, 1900s, so they have 0 overlap. So if I need to sort them in any way by like date, that's easy. Hello. You're significantly longer ago. Hello. Going to record you as bust 4 arbitrarily. Sorry if there's little lag moments here where I'm trying to keep notes, but like, we learned the hard way last time the consequences of not keeping constant notes, so I'm trying very hard to keep that stuff straight, and I may even, between episodes, like recondense set notes if I can. Okay, so this is the middle part of the staircase, is where we came from. Oh wait, hey, what? Hang on a second. That might be an opportunity. When you come out of this door, you're on this side of the room now. Did I read you already? I think I did, yeah. Sometimes, we learned in the first floor that this change in perspective can sometimes give you access to stuff that you couldn't click on before. Which is a little iffy. Because it leads to moments where you might be stuck on a puzzle because you haven't entered the room from the correct direction of all things. Interesting. Don't see much, though. Okay, back into the staircase. Let's go down first. I like to think that I'm coming from the bottom to the top to begin with, so if I start here, I'll be confused. Even if I start at the top, I might lose track. So we have another one of you guys. You're stuck on number 1. Maybe that's important, that's stuck on number 1. Or maybe different ones throughout the house are supposed to be set to different positions, perhaps. Can I turn this generator on? Because I feel like you're off. There we go. So everything attached to the yellow cable probably works now. That seems like all we're finding down here. Let's go further upstairs. Constellations. Okay. What are you? Oh, well that makes this part pretty easy, doesn't it? I thought I'd have to memorize. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go and find, like, records of constellations to bring along or something from the books. But instead, this thing just actually kind of just gives up what the constellations are, apparently. I did it, I think. Okay. Does that mean I did the other one correctly? That one... Is that one still fixed? Yeah, that one's still fine. That one's fine too. Try the next button. Okay. That's fine, yeah. Was that blinking green before? What, was it blinking green because I was correct? I wonder? Now I've been through enough configurations, I'm wondering whether I would recognize or not if the game repeated. The blinking green is gone. A second ago that blinked green for a moment, I didn't really know why. Is there something I can refer to? What is this book? The Ice Dragon, I think that's what it says. So Jane came on, and when they got close to the clear, tall, beautiful flames, they saw that there was a great, queer-shaped lump of ice all around the bottom of the beautiful Prussian blue. All around the bottom of the pole. Clear, smooth, shining ice that was deep, a deep, beautiful Prussian blue. The slanted, is messing with me. Like icebergs in the thick parts, and all the sorts of wonderful glimmery, shimmery, changing colors in the thin parts, like the cut glass chandelier in Grandma's house in London. It is a very curious shape, said Jane. It's almost like... She moved back a step to get a better view of it. It's almost like a dragon. It's much more like the lampposts on the Thames embankment, said George, who had noticed a curly thing like a tail that went twisting up the North Pole. "Oh, George," cried out, "it is a dragon! I can see its wings! Whatever shall we do?" And sure enough, it was a dragon, a great, shining, winged, scaly, clawy, big-mouthed dragon, made of pure ice. It must have gone to sleep curled around the hole when the warm steam used to come up from the middle of the earth, and then the earth got colder, and the column of steam froze and was turned into the North Pole, which is not a real location, but okay. The dragon, it's fantasy, it's fine. The dragon must have got frozen in his sleep, frozen too hard to move, and there he stayed. And though he was very terrible, he was very beautiful too. Jane said so, but George said, "Oh, don't bother. I'm thinking how to get us onto the pole and try the compass without waking the brute." The dragon certainly was beautiful, with his deep, clear Prussian blueness and a rainbow-colored glitter, and rising from within the cold coil of the frozen dragon, the North Pole shot up like a pillar made of great diamond, and every now and then it cracked a little from sheer cold. The sound of the cracking was the only thing that broke the great white silence in the midst of which the dragon lay like an enormous jewel, and the straight flames went up all around him like the stalks of tall lilies. I wonder if that's a clue. Is there a dragon constellation, I wonder, that I should be trying to make here? So curious about what's going on here. I'm afraid that I'm in like an infinite loop that's not actually doing a puzzle or not. It's hard to tell. I already solved this, right? Yeah, I took care of this. Alright, keep going. I mean, they keep giving me new ones. That's gotta be a good sign, right? I'm pretty sure these are all new. Still. So I don't think that... It's been a while since I took my natural disasters class, I think it was the one where I learned about a lot of like wind currents and stuff like that. But I feel like I learned that the North Pole is actually not very still. I think those places of severe temperatures usually have like nightmarish wind currents. So it definitely would not be quiet and still. But fantasy. Fantasy and people writing from the perspective of not being humans that have been to such peculiar places. Maybe the last one will just be straight up a dragon. Okay, that one looks solved. That one's not solved. One takeaway is definitely that the creator of this game really likes constellations. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed that. They really like constellations. Yeah, I recognize this one too. Crap. Okay. I should search those constellation books for something about a dragon, perhaps. The ice dragon's probably the clue. Nothing on the floor. Alright, let's go back. So, Draco the Dragon. That's the serpenty squiggle thing that has this... It looks like a snake, basically. It's probably the one I want. Okay. So I am going to keep pressing it until it gets to the dragon, and then I'm going to line it up with that. Is that it? Nope. That should be Draco the Dragon. There we go. Never sure when to trust my instincts that something's going on for too long and probably isn't a solution. That's why they're blinking green. Okay. They were blinking green the one time because it was Drake. Well, it took me a while to get to that one anyway then, didn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we solved Draco the Dragon. That caused something of some kind somewhere to change. How about you? You're still stuck. So it's not whatever causes that thing to change. Probably done with that staircase. Yeah, let's just follow these for a while. We're probably done with the staircase until I unfasten the captain chair thing. Blinking dot go. Oh, is it the server? Access granted. There we go. I keep trying to press the actual keyboard, it doesn't work. Server offline. Oh, goody. Theory of the Mind, can't read that. Who read that book? Volume 3, Immortality Through Machines. Oh, hello. Concerning. You still don't do anything because that thing's not glowing yet or anything? So the server's offline. So how do I turn the server on? 'Cause it seems the computer works now. Or at least lets me in. But without a server, it doesn't matter. I think. Like, we're just completely dead, right? Yeah. Which specific computer device out of all these rooms is the server, I wonder? We can follow the cables, right? So, black cable was the blinky dot thing that led to here. Huh. Yellow heads out past here, so that's not helpful. Did everything stop blinking? Everything did stop blinking. Did anything change up here? You still are shaped like Draco. I don't think a new clue's gonna pop up, so I assume I must have finished whatever was there. Even though it feels like it almost like reset. That's some kind of crest I can put somewhere. Is there any... So... do they all have the same... I think they all have the same stream behind them, right? The same banner, I mean. They all have the same banner. The banner's not a clue. These ones point right, the other ones point left, but that's just because they're pointing towards the center of the hallway. Five plus 3. Let's head back to the first room. Has anything changed in here? Still a weird poster. Still these thermometers that I don't think we have numbers for yet. Unless... These are what? No, I don't think so. I realized like these could all be 2-digit numbers, so I was like, what if you type out somebody's birth and death date, and maybe it's the guy that looks like this dude up here or something. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits. You need 8 digits for 2 years. And that'd be quite a stretch, although the stretches are not beyond what this game will do sometimes. I have no idea what's up with this. So we have... This thing has 4 configurations. We have... That's weird. So this thing has 4 configurations. The ones on the bus have 6 configurations. The one by the other thing has 2 configurations. I'm guessing... These might be implying height. Equal, less, equal. Least, middle, highest. Least, highest, least. Highest, middle, least, for example. What if I made highest, middle, least? I doubt this is it, though. Because there's like numbers. They taught me how to read the numbers. So I don't think it's as simple as just making those match. But I might as well click on it before I dismiss it. So as expected, that's not really it. And there's like a slot up here. Something goes in there, probably. Or it like makes a light come out or something. We have 2 wheels I can't turn. They're both set to the number 1 right now. There's that guy that doesn't come out. Multiple things are locked behind glass cases. We have this thing. This is the closest thing to a thing we almost have something to make sense of, because we have the weird... the really strange, like, thermometer thing. Because we had the sign that signifies what the thermometer's numbers refer to specifically, and then... apparently 5 dark star plus 3 light star equals 2. Which is interesting. One thing worth noting is that 2 is the number that's missing from this thing. That's worth noting, right? Because it goes 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 2 is gone. So those two, the line between them representing the number 2 might mean something? Sure. But I don't know what the number would do still, though, do I? I don't think I have any, like, thing to do with that number yet. 4, 2... This is weird. Alright. I guess we'll see what I can figure out next episode then, because, like, yeah, this is, trying to figure out which puzzle you're even able to proceed on has been surprisingly challenging so far. I have a lot of disparate information I need to figure out which ones I can connect.